Welcome back to Concise Community Ophthalmology Exam Preparatory Revision video with me, Kavit Tandal. Today we'll be seeing about the National Program for Control of Blindness. Before that, if you have not subscribed our channel, do subscribe for more interesting videos like this and as well press the bell icon so that you will receive a daily video notification. This is asked both in community medicine and as well in ophthalmology. We'll be seeing about organization structure, objectives in 12th 5-year plan, the strategies to achieve this objective, and universal eye health. At last about Vision 2020. Vision 2020 we have already described in one video. The video link is in the description to check it out. Coming to the organization structure, ultimately it is going to start at central level and end in primary level. Centrally we have the ophthalmology section, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Then at state level we have State Ophthalmic Cell, Directorate of Health Services and State Health Society. District level we have District Blindness Control Society, that is DBCS. Next, coming to next is it is service delivery and referral system. It is in the hierarchy of tertiary, secondary and primary level. Tertiary we know it is a medical college, that is Regional Institute of Ophthalmology. As we know, every medical college has a department of ophthalmology and so it is. Secondary level it is district hospital or NGO eye hospital. Primary level it is sub district level hospital or community health center, mobile ophthalmic unit, upgraded PHC and link workers of panchayat. So on referring, it is from primary to secondary, secondary to tertiary, it's going to be the referral. So the remark is. Now coming to the 12th 5-year plan objectives. Now what is actually happening is like a story. So let me say like a story. What if one person or okay, will come like this. So there are some ocular disease and we are treating this ocular disease. And one point of time, one person is saying that I am going to prevent blindness, eye health for all. When someone is saying it like this in a community, there are people who will say first go decrease the backlog already which is present. Next, first complete the ongoing activities. When these statements are said, we take those as objectives and thus the objective is eye health for all. First, we complete the ongoing activities such as cataract surgery, eye bank for keratoplasty, school eye health services and refraction. And then comes this person has gained some idea about what to do first. Then he goes to the community, he gives awareness about ocular problems and so on. Next is after speaking, voluntary organization is formed. So he'll call voluntary. No, one person cannot do everything. So voluntary organizations are to be set up. Next objective could be now they are now in a group. These people will go strengthen and upgrade the regional ophthalmic institute. Next, we need a research on prevention of blindness. After strengthening it, at last we need to strengthen the existing infrastructure. These are all the objectives of 12th 5-year plan. Think one person is going to say that he is going to prevent blindness and I like high health for all, decrease backlog, first complete ongoing projects, awareness about the ocular diseases, voluntary organization, strengthening the upgrade and regional ophthalmic institute, research on prevention, strengthen existing infrastructure are the objectives. Now, what are the strategies to achieve the objectives? Eye health for all. For giving eye health for everyone, we should cover even the underserved people areas. Next, first finish the ongoing project. How can we do? Continued emphasis on this. Next, comprehensive eye care program and attention to it. Eye care because that we must be preventing the refractory error because refractory error is a leading common cause of visual impairment. So prevention of refractory error by screening children by school health programs to be done. Next strategy could be by increasing awareness by IEC. IEC stands for information, education, communication. Now then is we need to increase the capacity building and skilled high quality healthcare delivery with latest equipments and train the manpower. This is to be done and we need to set up more district hospital and then is vision center in PHC to be done and also multi-purpose district mobile ophthalmic unit are the strategies to achieve our objective. cover the area, undercovered areas, active screening, because to decrease backlog, we need to active screening and eye health facilities to be done. Continuing emphasis on for ongoing projects, comprehensive eye care program, prevention of refractive error by screening children, multi-purpose district ophthalmic unit, vision center even in PHC with paramedical ophthalmic assistant, district hospital to be increased, capacity building, skilled high quality healthcare should be given with latest equipments and training manpower, increasing the awareness by information, education and communication. Now coming to the next part, that is basically in state level we have ophthalmic cell and blindness control society. It was clubbed together, merged together. This blindness control society is in turn merged with state health society by national rural health mission. The same is happening at district level also. That is district control blindness control society is also merged with district health society by NRHM. At taluk level now they are giving IOL implantation facility also. Coming to tertiary health center like medical colleges, it has 80 central mobile units and 341 district mobile units has is connecting eye camps. That eye camp has a vehicle, ophthalmic surgeon and assistant for them. Most of the cataract surgeries are done at the camp setup. And coming to PHC, basically this PHC is a basic unit for rural areas. Patient to approach. Now there was a survey in 2001 and 2 that says that people like only tribal and remote people, remote area people are relying on iCamp for healthcare, whereas other people in the community are depending upon the PHC or CHC doctors. They also demand for modern techniques in cataract surgery, IOL implantation, and as well sutureless cataract or other surgeries. For coming to school eye screening, first the trained class teacher will be screening the child for refractory error, and then the suspected child will be taken for ophthalmic opinion and treatment. For people who are below the poverty line, they are given free of cost treatment. Hospital retrieval program, it is used for, it is actually a strategy for collection of donated eyes for terminally ill patient, trauma patient and thyroid eye disease patients. Hospital retrieval program. Now coming to national eye donation program fortnight, it is observed on, remember it is 25th August to 8th September 2020. Now to remember which are the states which are excelling in eye donation, just remember eyes has the lid. So we need to start drawing the lids, and we are in Tamil Nadu. So we need to draw an arc that touches Tamil Nadu. So it basically goes this way from here to here. So it looks as an eye, right? So here there's no state, it is only water, so leave it out. These are the four states to remember. It's Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra and Tamil Nadu. These are the four states which are excelling in eye donation. This is to just remember this arc like. Next, there are some voluntary organization that gets a permission from state authorities, and as per the guideline they conduct eye camps. That is Rotary Club, Lions Club and the National Society of Prevention of Blindness. Now, what is called Universal Health, Eye Health, is basically a global action plan. They say that nearly 285 million people are visually impaired. Of these visually 285 million visually impaired, 39 million are completely blind. So, what is the actual cause of? It is a great burden of people who is affecting from visual impairment. The two major causes, if you ask, that is refractory error and cataract. So these are all actually avoidable causes, blindness. So we can treat it curable by good healthcare service. We can treat these two conditions. Thereby, we can reduce two-thirds of visually impaired people so that they get a good eyesight. But how this should be? The provision of healthcare should be effective and accessible. There should be good sanitation, health developmental system in the community. There should be maternal, child, and reproductive health improvement. Now, what are the indicators to measure the progress of these at national level? One, we can know the prevalence and cause of visual impairment. Is the person is actually suffering from refractive error and still visually impaired or not? Or cataract visually impaired or not? So this is one indicator. Next is number of personnel who is involved in this program. And next is cataract surgery service delivery. These are the three important indicators to measure the progress of the disease at the national level. This is all about universal eye health. Thank you so much for your patient listening.